Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hi guys, hi everyone. Whatever time you're listening to this from, whatever side of the world you're on, I just thought to say hi. Anyways, back with another episode of the Ron Cafe, and I'm so glad to be your host once again. So this week's episode, before I get into that, I hope everybody has listened to the previous episode, the part 2 of likes, comments and flaws. I hope everybody has listened to the part 2 of it with our lovely guest, Big Oyindamola. I hope everyone's following on Instagram. If you are not following on Instagram, please do kindly please do so. Also, whatever platform, whatever app you are listening to this on, if you're listening to this on YouTube Music, if you're listening to this on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, please do follow and do turn on your notifications just so you always get notified whenever anything is dropped. So, I'm back, and today's episode is titled The Power of One. Now, before I get into that, movie of the day, well, it's not a movie. Today, we did a series. We picked a series. It's a 2-season series. I think it's 6-7 episodes per season. Exceptional series. Very mind-blowing, amazing plot twist, thriller. Really had me on the edge of my seat, honestly, I'm not gonna lie. And I hope everybody did like Juror number 2, last episode's recommendation. I really hope everybody loved that. I really hope everybody enjoyed it. Please do leave comments in the comment section below, and yeah, I would always love to hear from my audience. Okay, so series of the day / movie of the day is Unseen. Unseen is a South African series, and it follows this lady that's called Zenzile Mwalo, and she's a cleaner. She's a cleaner, normal cleaner, cleans her boss's house during the daytime, leaves in the evening, comes again maybe the next day. That was what she was doing. Now, Zenzile Mwalo is not your typical cleaner, yeah? So, the movie starts off with Zenzile Mwalo. She is at work, yes, but not like this is a special day for her because her husband is being released from prison, and her husband haven't seen for the past 2 years. He's convicted of a crime, yeah, but they don't really tell us what exactly he did, but I guess you have to look at that for yourself. But Zenzile Mwalo, she's excited. It's a lovely day. She's seeing her husband after losing her son. She's seeing her husband, after 2 years, and she's just so happy. She even leaves work early. She's like, you know what, ma'am, can I please leave work early? I need to go meet my husband. And the boss is like, of course you can. It's your husband. I'm not in support of it because he's a criminal, but of course you can, whatever makes you happy. Zenzile Mwalo is so excited. She goes to the prison. She's sitting outside waiting for her husband to come out. She waits. She's not seeing this man. Sharp. She waits. She's not seeing this man. She asks the security, oh, okay. Hi, where's my husband? He's supposed to be released. Security checks the name of the people that are meant to be released. Tells her, oh, your husband left this morning. He left a long time ago. She's like, what do you mean he left? Where could he possibly be? She goes home. Her husband is not there. She looks for her husband. Possible places he might be. He's not there. So what's the problem? She goes to the police, files a missing person complaint. Police is like, no, he's a criminal. He just got out of prison. What do you think? What are you doing? What do you mean that he's missing? He's probably out there having fun. You should go home and relax. But you know what? She's like, no, this is my husband. I know what my husband is capable of doing and what he's not capable of doing. And then this basically just is a search for her husband. She starts searching for her husband. But this isn't your regular, oh, I need to find my husband type shit. Trust me, it's not. I really thought it was going to be like that at first when I was watching. Yeah, but it really isn't that. Just trust me, it is not that. 2 seasons, 7 episodes. 2 seasons, 7 episodes each had me at the edge of my seat. I was screaming, guys. I was screaming. Amazing series. If you have watched Blood and Water, although Blood and Water wasn't all that Yeah, I feel like Blood and Water fell off, but I'm not here to talk about Blood and Water. But I feel like Blood and Water fell off by like season 2. Season 3 wasn't necessary. But if you love Blood and Water, you will love Unseen. Unseen is hands down one of the best series that has come out of South Africa. South African scriptwriters, they need a raise when it comes to series. They do not play about series. They are really, really good at that. So let me bust your bubble. So if you have watched Blood and Water and you remember Puleng's mother, the lady that had like a low cut, she plays in Zile Mwale. So if you loved her acting in Blood and Water, you're gonna love her acting in Unseen, because she didn't even act in Blood and Water. She was exceptional. She is exceptional and Unseen. So you can finish it in a week. You can use the next 2 weeks till the next episode to watch Unseen. You can finish it in less than 2 weeks. Exceptional series. So I would love everybody to watch it and let me know what you think in the comments below. So to get into today's topic, as I said earlier, is the power of one. So before we go into the power of one, like, I'm sure you're probably thinking, what is the power of one? What is she trying to say? Is she trying to say that, oh, okay, we should focus on ourselves, or what? Like, is it like you being able to do things yourself? Like, what is the power of one? And you know what? That's why I'm here. I'm going to explain it to you. Yeah? So let me say it. So the power of one is an idiom that means a single person has the ability to create meaningful change, even against large obstacles. It emphasizes individual agency, moral courage, and the idea that big movements often start with one determined person. Now I'll read it again. The power of one is an idiom that means a single person has the ability to create meaningful change, even against large obstacles. It emphasizes individual agency, moral courage, and the idea that big movements often start with one determined person. I'll read it for the third time. The power of one is an idiom that means a single person has the ability to create meaningful change, even against large obstacles. It emphasizes individual agency, moral courage, and the idea that big movements often start with one determined person. So, in less than 100 words, that's basically what the power of one is explained to be. But now let's get into it. I feel like before we get into the power of one properly, we need to understand individual agency and we need to understand moral courage. And now I'm going to be breaking that down. So first things first, we start with individual agency. Individual agency basically means your ability to make your own choices and take actions that shape your life. It's the power you have to decide what you want, how you react to things, and the steps you take to change or improve your situation. In simple terms, individual agency is you having control over your own decisions and direction. Moving on to what moral courage is all about. Moral courage is basically having the strength to do what you believe is right, even when it's difficult or uncomfortable. It's when you stand by your values, speak up, or take the right action, even if you're scared or it might cause problems for you. In simple terms, moral courage is being brave enough to stick to what you know is right. Now, I want to give an example of moral courage as well as individual agency here. For instance, now, someone growing up around crime. Let's say you grew up in a neighborhood where almost 90% of the people there were into some sort of crime or something, or like everyone around you was just a bad person. Yeah, you grow up, and when someone grows up in this type of neighborhood, when someone grows up in this type of environment, you tend to feel like, oh, he grew up, that's the type of person he's gonna become anyways. You can't fight it. It's just bound for that to happen. Yes, it is bound for that to happen. Yeah, it's a very, very high chance that, okay, he might turn out like what has happened around him. But you know what? He can have moral courage. He can have individual agency. Why? Because he knows what is right and he knows what is wrong. And as much as people do bad things, I feel like everybody knows the bad and the right. I know sometimes it's kind of like hard to like fight certain things, and like you just end up doing it regardless, but like everybody has a choice. Everybody can make a choice, and that is basically where it is now with this whole moral courage and individual agency thing. Someone growing up around crime, growing up around armed robbers, growing up around rapists, growing up around drug dealers, and that was how he lived for maybe the first 15 years of his life. He's most likely going to want to move into that life of crime. Yes, he can if he wants to, but you know what? With individual agency and moral courage, he can say no. He can really say no and just say he doesn't want to do this. This is not what he wants to do for himself, that he can do other things. Why? Because he has the strength to do what he believes is right. Even when he knows it's difficult for him to do so, he has the strength to do what is right. Also, his ability to make his own choices as well in order to shape his own life also comes in. Another great example can be Nelson Mandela. If you know the story of Nelson Mandela, Madiba, you will know that Nelson Mandela had a choice. He didn't have to fight for the people of South Africa. He didn't have to. Obviously, he could have just, probably stayed in silence and just, he didn't have to be the one to do it. He didn't have to. But Nelson Mandela understand that he had the strength. He also knew what was right, and he believed in what he knew was right. And as much as it was difficult, yes, as a black person in South Africa, yes, it was difficult. Yes, was it uncomfortable? Yes, it was uncomfortable. But he said, no, you know what? I have the right. I have the right to do this. I have the right to stand by my values. I have the right to speak up. I have the right to fight for my country. I have the right to fight for the people of South Africa. And that is what he did. And that is basically moral courage. Nelson Mandela did not only exercise moral courage, but he also had the ability to make his own choices, take actions that shaped his life. Shaped the life of his family, shaped the life of his friends, shaped the life of people around him that were just like him in South Africa, which is a great example of individual agency. You and I can exercise individual agency. You and I can exercise moral courage in the little things we do. Why are we always looking up onto the government? Why are we always looking up onto the government when we ourselves, the grassroots, as little as we are, we do not even exercise moral courage amongst ourselves. We do not even exercise individual agency amongst ourselves. Why? And then we tend to blame the government. I remember a few weeks back, I was talking to a friend of mine, and I'm speaking based as someone that is currently based in Nigeria. I know I have other people from other countries listening to me, but I'm based in Nigeria, so I'm just going to use Nigeria as a case study. We are complaining so much about the government. Yes, our government isn't good. The people in power are not good. Yes, but with the way we are, with the way there is lack of moral courage in the society, with the way there is lack of individual agency amongst us, how sure are we that any other person would do it better? And I'm not saying this, I'm not coming against the other people in power. I'm not coming against the people in power. I'm not coming against the other candidates that, run for the presidential seat. Let's leave that aside. I'm just talking about us. How sure are we that if my father was given the opportunity tomorrow to run this country, how sure are we that he would be the great option for the country? How sure are we? When as small as our communities are, there's lack of individual agency. There's lack of moral courage. So how do we even expect the government to even do, I'm not even making excuses, but how do we even expect the government to even do certain things when we ourselves aren't even able to do certain things for ourselves? Everything starts from the grassroots, guys. The power of one We have the power to do certain things. There's so many things that are out of our reach, but at the same time, there's so many things that are within our reach. And the things that are within our reach, I feel like we should tackle it. We should hold on to it. We should try to put things in place. We should try to shape stuff as little as it can be. And now I want to use another example. The lady there's this place I buy food from. Yes, I tend to order food from. And I remember her complaining about how she walked into a supermarket, and when she walked into the supermarket, she picked up a canned product. I think it was baked beans or something. She picked it up. And when she picked it up, the supermarket made a mistake by not doing what they wanted to do well. So their plan was to initially they used a sticker. They printed new stickers with new dates to cover the old sticker. So I'm thinking they probably didn't cover that particular can properly, and she saw it, and obviously this is an expired product. Like, why are you trying to cover it up with a new sticker? This is just in a mere supermarket. This isn't even a people in power or anything. This is a mere supermarket. We know what is right. We know what. Are you telling me that the supermarket does not know what is right and what is wrong? And you're probably thinking, oh, it's at a loss. They're going to run at a loss if they tend to throw it away. Yes, I understand that. But then what about the safety of the people? Do you not have enough moral courage for you to consider the normal human beings like you and I? So why is that even happening? Like, people really do understand. People really do underestimate the power of moral courage. People do underestimate the power of individual agency. We look down on these things a lot. We really do look down on these things a lot, and they need to be practiced more. They need to be exercised more. They need to be taken into more consideration. Honestly. And I'm saying this. I'm not perfect. I do have a lot of stuff I need to do as well. I do lack individual agency in some aspects. I do lack moral courage in some aspects of my life that I need to work on. But change starts somewhere. But change starts with the little things. The little things that you feel like aren't so little. The little things that you feel like are too little. The little things that you feel like don't make a difference. The little things that you feel like, oh, nobody's gonna notice. These things do matter. They matter a whole lot. The power of one. That one is you. You hold so much power that you do not even know. You are not even aware. You do not even understand. We tend to underestimate ourselves so much because we do not recognize the amount of power that we are capable of accessing on each other. And it's really something, to think about sometimes, and just, to worry about. I'm not even going to use the word worry, but it's really something to sit back, think a lot sometimes. I think about it a lot of times. And initially I didn't want to have this topic done. I don't want to speak on this topic because I felt a certain way about it. I was like, I didn't really have much to say, but I knew I wanted to say something. It didn't even have to be much. I told my friend, you know what, this topic, I don't have so much to say, but at the same time I don't want to say so little. I don't have so much to say, but at the same time I don't want to say so little. So guys, I hope everybody that's listening picked up one, not only one, or picked up two things from all of this I'm saying. We need to practice moral courage as well as individual agency, and we should not forget the power of one. We shouldn't underestimate the power of one. We shouldn't look down on it. We shouldn't shove it to the side. The power of one is important, and I feel like everybody deserves to exercise it. Well, we are coming to the end of today's episode. And I just want to say thank you so much to everyone that has listened, everyone that is going to share, everyone that's going to follow, all our followers. Please do make sure you are following on Instagram, following on Spotify, YouTube Music, and Apple Podcasts. So moving on, today's song of the day is actually, I don't know, I really like this song. I really like this song. And today's song of the day is 4 Days by Melvitto and AYOMIPO. I don't know, but like I when I pronounce a name, I'm assuming it's Yoruba. I try my best to use the proper intonation on the name because I don't like pronouncing people's names wrong. But I really hope I did not slander that name. Anyways, 4 Days by Melvitto and AYOMIPO. And yeah, guys, I am coming to an end of the podcast, and I will see you in 2 weeks, I guess. Don't forget to drop comments down below, and yeah, listen, enjoy, and share. Bye bye.